Right guys, so it's cold outside, so this is going to be a nice winter warm-up to do inside before we go outside, so we're nice and warm inside. So before any run that you do, make sure that you're warming up before you go outside so we can hit the road running. Okay, so the first one we're just going to do is the heel to the butt, so nice and tall from the crown of the head. The knees are going to be pointing downwards and the heel is just coming up towards the butt, so we're just activating those hamstrings. And we're just loosening off the front of those quads as well at the same time. And again, the hips want to be nice and high so we're not sitting back either. Nice and relaxed in the shoulders. Good, and then we're going to go into the knee lift now. So the same applies again, that back nice and straight, engaging that core, or that back nice and neutral. And we're just lifting that knee up and then back down, so it's just nice and easy. Good, next one we're going to do is going to be the side step, so we're just going to step it to the side next. So again, come over to the end of the mat, we're just going to step it, step it, step it, step it. Nice, so again, still nice and tall from the crown of the head, shoulders back and down, and we're just activating now the side muscles. We're getting those side glutes in, we're getting those adductors warmed up as well nicely. Good, get into a nice rhythm. And the next one we're going to do is going to be the heel butts again, but this time we're going to let the knee naturally just drive forward. Okay, so it's just bang, 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 so just nice and easy. Again, nice and tall from the crown of the head. Let that knee naturally drive forward, heel coming up towards the buttocks. Now we're just going to get those hip flexors now warmed up. Still hitting those hamstrings as well. Good, now we're just going to go into a nice easy little jog. So again, nothing too strenuous yet. And then for the first one, all we're going to do is going to come up and out, up and out. So again, we're lifting that knee up. We're keeping the hips sort of facing forward and we're just opening up from that hip, nice and easy. Again, still getting into those hip flexors as well. Heart rate's going up. And now we're going to go from out to in. So we're going to come out and in, out and in. So just nice and easy. Again, nice and light. Good, and then jogging on the spot, shake those arms out. And again, make sure those shoulders are back down, nice and relaxed. And then we're just going to make our way to the end of the mat. We're going to be facing the long way of the mat. Again, back nice and straight, nice and tall from the crown of the head, shoulders back and down. And we're just going to come into an A march. We're going to step it forward. So lifting that knee up and just allowing that foot naturally to drive or to land underneath the center of gravity, or just potentially just in front of as well. Good, and shake it out, jog it on the spot. We're going to come to the end of the mat now. We're going to do 3 side steps and then back. So that's 1, 2, 3. And a little bit more dynamic now, a little bit more movement than the last one. Again, just bringing that heart rate up. You should feel the body warming up now nicely. Good, next one, jogging on the spot, nice and easy. So we're going to do the pistons next, okay? So we're just going to bring that heel up towards the butt, nice and sharp. So we're going to just pull that up, and then we're going to switch sides, so every third, okay? So it's 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Again, keeping that back nice and straight, looking forward, shoulders back and down, and letting that knee naturally just drive forward as well. Good. So it's always good to add some running drills into the mix as well, into your warm up, and jogging on the spot, shake it out. So as we're warming up, we're actually improving our running sort of techniques as well, which is brilliant for us runners, obviously. Good, and then work your way to the end of the mat. So we're just going to do that B march now, so nice and tall from the crown of the head, shoulders back and down. And this time we're just going to lift that knee up, and then we're just going to flick the leg out, and then underneath, again, the hip, the center of gravity, and then switch sides. And then we're just going to come forward, forward, forward. So you want to feel like you're bringing that knee up nice and high, and then we're kicking out and then bringing it down. And again, like a bit of bubble gum on the foot, and you're just trying to get it off. Nice. Good, and jogging on the spot. Again, nice and easy. So now we're going to go into some kind of body weight movements now to just fire up those muscles a little bit more. We're not going to overtax them. So if you're quite new, maybe do 2 on each leg. And if you've been running a while, then 5 should be efficient as well. So we're just going to step it back. We're going to go into that lunge, nice and tall from the crown of the head. And again, nice and wide with the feet. So roughly about hip width to shoulder width apart, and stepping out like we're on a railway track. So we've got that nice, good form, good stability. And then we're just going to alternate legs. So nice and easy. Whew. Right, and just jogging on the spot. Nice and easy. Again, shaking out the arms, shaking out the legs a little bit. We're warming up nicely now. Then we're just going to go into some body weight squats. So we're going to do 5 of these. So again, nice and wide with the feet, toes slightly facing outwards, nice and tall from the crown of the head. We're just going to take those glutes down and naturally let those knees just drift forward. Keeping that back nice and neutral, chest lifted. Good, jogging on the spot. Shake it out. Shake the wrists out, shake the hands out so they're nice and loose. Good, then we're going to work our way again to the end of the mat. We're going to come up onto the balls of our feet, heels off the ground, nice and tall from the crown of the head, engaging that core, looking forward, and then we're just going to do some nice little steps. Good, and take it back. Good, switch round. Now we're going to bring the balls of the feet up. We're going to come on the heels. Good, and then switch round. Good, and jogging on the spot. Nice and fresh. So you should be feeling quite warm now. Again, shake anything out. And then we're just going to go into some nice dynamic stretches now. So we're going to come into a half kind of kneeling position. And we can again start nice and tall from the crown of the head, shoulders back and down. Again, we're going to be keeping that knee down in line with the hip and this foot roughly in line with the hip, maybe just slightly out for that kind of balance. And then from here, we're just going to sit back slightly. So we're just going to hinge back, and then we're going to come forward. And then what we're going to do is lift up from the hip, and then we're just going to squeeze that glute and then back down. So we want to feel that stretch. So pause for 1 second and then back down. Coming up, pause and back down. So you're kind of lifting up from the hip, slightly forward, feel that stretch and then back out. Good, and then squeezing that glute. So we're activating the glute now at the same time as stretching through that hip flexor or hip flexors. And then we're going to switch sides. So same again, we're just going to put the opposite leg forward, nice and balanced, hinge it back, coming in, and then squeeze. He says, and squeeze, nice. And just make sure you've changed legs. Obviously I've changed position. Good, so again we're coming up, we're lifting, squeezing, and back down. And if you feel that one side is slightly tighter than the other, you can obviously come back and do the other side again. Just do a few more, but we're just going to do 5. We just want to activate that glute and just stretch through this hip flexor, nice and easy. And relax, nice. Right, we're going to stay in this position. So all we're going to do now is we're just going to put the forearm on top of the leg here. And then you might want to just shuffle forward slightly with this knee. Okay, put one hand down maybe. Again, the knee's going to go over the toes and the arch of the foot is going to stay nice and high. Okay, so that in that neutral position. And then we're just going to lean forward, feel that stretch, and then back out. So again, just pausing for 1 second and then back out. And we're getting some nice mobility through this ankle at the same time as stretching out the soleus, the calf muscle. Good, and then we're going to switch sides. So again, keep it nice and balanced. Maybe bring that foot a little bit closer towards the body. Keep this heel down. And then again, just coming back. Good, and then come out. So we're going to come up to a standing position now. So now we're going to go into the calf again, but standing up. So again, feet roughly about hip width to shoulder width apart. So we've got that nice balance. And then from here, we're just going to come back. And then we're just going to lean into maybe a wall or a tree, something that's nice and solid. And we're just going to feel that nice stretch again through the calf. Hold for 1 second, then come back out. And then come back in. So again, really pushing down through that heel as we're coming forward. Making sure that foot's nice and neutral as well, so the arch is not collapsing in. Good, and shake it out. We're going to switch legs. So again, same applies. Get into that nice position. Then we're leaning forward from the ankle, pushing that heel down in towards the ground. And back up. Good, and shake it out, just jogging on the spot lightly. Just keep that heart rate elevated, body nice and warm. Good, next one we're going to start again at this part of the mat. So we're going to walk forward and we're just going to bring the heel to the bum. Try and keep your balance. And then we're just going to switch sides. So stepping forward and stepping forward. So again, keeping the knees together, keeping the knees in line, and then maybe take that knee just slightly back if you can, engaging the core, make sure you're not bending through that lower back. Good, and jogging on the spot. Right, so we're going to get into the hamstrings next. Again, we're going to just start at the end of the mat. Again, you can do these on the spot. So all we're going to do is place one leg forward. We're going to bend at the back leg, keep the back nice and neutral. We're going to hinge back from the heels, push the glutes up, feel that stretch, come up, step it forward, change legs. So again, we're just keeping the back nice and straight. We're just hinging from the hips, just hinging from the hips. Again, we're just switching sides. And again, if you feel that you're tight in a certain place, you can just do a few more, that's fine. Again, just take note of what is tight, what side, what muscle group. And then you can always obviously follow along to one of the foam rolling and stretching sort of techniques for that muscle group to really kind of get into it and open that up a little bit as well to improve your running. All right, so next one we're going to do is the knee up and just hug it in towards the chest. So again, nice and tall from the crown of the head. So we're just going to come in for one. Good. Try and keep your balance. Again, that nice little squeeze for 1 second. Feel that nice stretch in the glute. Good, and jogging on the spot. So the next one we're going to do a wide stance. So again, you can come over to this side of the mat, and all we're going to do is just going to step forward, or step to the side, sorry. We're going to come in, stretch, in, stretch, step it back out. Step it back out, come out to the side, come out to the other side, step it in, step it out. So we're just loosening up now through those adductor muscles. Good, and jogging on the spot. So for the next one, I like to hold on to something. So I'm going to hold on to this here. Again, you can have a tree or a wall. If you've got good balance, that's fine. All we're going to do is put one foot over the other. So it's like a figure 4 position. Okay, so it's just above the kneecap. So we're actually on the quad here. And then we're just going to come sit down and push that knee down at the same time. Feel a nice stretch in the glutes. Come back up and then come back down. So again, this is quite nice because you don't have to focus on the balancing too much. If you're a bit more advanced, then maybe you can do that one where you're thinking about your balance as well. But this one's nice because you can just focus on that stretch. And switch sides. And jogging on the spot, nice and easy, shake it out. We're going to take those hands together in front of the body. Now we're just going to come out to the side, squeeze the back muscles together, keep the shoulders down, don't bring the shoulders up by the ears, bring them back and squeeze. So we're opening up the chest and activating the mid and lower back muscles. And when I say lower, I mean lower traps. We're just getting those nice and activated, opening up that chest, stretching through. Good, and then jogging on the spot, nice and easy. So we're just going to go through the little swinging routine now. So again, we're just going to do 5 to 10 each side. So the first one, again, you might want to hold on to something. We're going to lean forward slightly. We're going to place one foot in front of the other, one leg. And all we're going to do is just swing out to the side and then come back in a controlled manner. Again, really trying to open up from the hips. We're not swaying too much from the lower back. We're keeping this engaged. And then a few little clinks and clocks, that's nice. And then switch legs. So again, take the other leg forward. And then we're just going to face forward. And now we're going to go back and forth with the leg. So again, nice and tall from the crown of the head. As we go back, try not to swing into the lower back too much. Okay, so what we're going to do from here, again, bring this foot up slightly, and then we're just going to forward and back. Again, just loosening those hips off. We're obviously nice and warm now. We've done some nice dynamic stretching, and then it's just time to just get that little bit more movement for our run. Good, and switch sides. So we're going to move better now. We're nice and warm. We're going to avoid those injuries, or at least reduce them massively. Cool. And then another one, nice and tall from the crown of the head. We're going to have the elbows at 90, shoulders back and down, wrists nice and relaxed, hands nice and relaxed. And we're just going to come into some arm swings. Again, opening up that chest a little bit, really pushing those elbows back, nice and sharp. And shake it out. Right, I don't know about you, but I'm nice and warm and I'm ready to go. Again, once you do this routine, it's always nice if you're going to do some speed work, then maybe do 5 to 10 minutes of running, sort of like a heart rate zone 2, nice and easy, where you can have a talk and a conversation while you're running, and then obviously start your speed work. And if it's a zone 2 day, then just go and enjoy it. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.